I am Mithridates 6 Eupator, king of Pontus, scourge of Rome, heir to both Persian majesty and Hellenic brilliance. My name stirred fear in the hearts of senators, my ambition ignited revolts across Asia Minor, and my defiance shaped an age of war and resistance. I was not merely a king, I was a symbol of freedom against empire, the Eastern flame resisting Western conquest. I was born in the shadow of death. My father, Mithridates V, was assassinated, likely by poison. My mother, Laodice, sought to rule through my younger brother and kept me in the shadows. From the start, I knew that survival was not guaranteed by birthright, it had to be seized. I fled into exile, living in the wilds of the Black Sea, surviving among nomadic tribes. There, I taught myself languages, archery, diplomacy, and the art of war. I forged alliances with the Scythians and Sarmatians, slept beneath open skies, and hardened my body and will. I turned to toxicology not as a curiosity, but as a necessity. Each day I ingested small amounts of deadly substances, training my body to resist them. I experimented with antidotes, creating a universal remedy, Mithridatium, that would become legendary. My body, like my mind, was forged to defy betrayal. They would not poison me as they had my father. When I returned to Pontus, I claimed my throne with swift, decisive action. My mother and brother disappeared, whether by exile, execution, or assassination, it mattered little. I was king and Pontus would rise. I revitalized the kingdom, reforming its administration and military. I respected Greek culture and honored Persian tradition. In the eyes of many, I was the perfect synthesis of East and West. My ambitions drew me into the affairs of Asia Minor. I seized Paphlagonia and Galatia, expanding Pontus's influence. The Greek cities welcomed my protection, weary of Roman taxes and exploitation. In 88 BCE, I launched a bold move that would make me infamous across the known world: the Asiatic Vespers. In a single coordinated massacre, tens of thousands of Romans and Italians across Asia were slaughtered. It was an act of rebellion, vengeance, and statement. No more would Roman merchants and magistrates bleed the East dry. Rome responded with fury. Lucius Cornelius Sulla marched into Greece, and the First Mithridatic War began. My forces took Athens, where I was hailed as a liberator, and even minted coinage bearing my image. I fought with tenacity and cunning, but Sulla was ruthless. Eventually, I was forced to retreat and sign a humiliating peace. But I was not broken. In the Second and Third Mithridatic Wars, I faced Rome's finest generals, Lucius Licinius Lucullus and later Gnaeus Pompeius Magnus, Pompey the Great. Lucullus met stiff resistance in the rugged terrain of Armenia, where I had taken refuge with my son-in-law, King Tigranes the Great. Together, we challenged Roman supremacy. I employed scorched earth tactics, night raids, psychological warfare, and strategic alliances. Pompey, with superior numbers and relentless pressure, forced me to flee once more. Yet even as I lost battles, my legend grew. I relocated my court to the Bosporan kingdom in Crimea, and from this stronghold I rebuilt. I trained new armies, expanded the fleet, and fortified my realm against Rome's encroachment. But time is a cruel enemy. My body aged, my allies waned, and betrayal festered. My own son, Pharnaces, turned against me, seduced by the chance to rule under Rome's shadow. When all was lost, I sought death, but poison, my old companion, would not take me. My immune body defied the very thing that had once protected me. In the end, I ordered one of my loyal guards to end my life with the sword. And what of my legacy? Rome celebrated my death, but I left behind more than scars. I became a symbol of resistance, a figure of fascination. My medical knowledge influenced physicians for centuries. My war against Rome inspired later rebellions and romantic tales. In me, the East made its last thunderous roar against Roman expansion. I am Mithridates, king of kings, the poison king. I defied the greatest empire of my age again and again. Though I was mortal, my defiance became immortal. Let them remember not only my fall, but that I stood taller, longer, and prouder than any dared to hope.